dawa ya baridi. Dakika 16 zimekata baada ya saa 2 majira ikiwa ni Afrika Mashariki. Tarehe 26 mwezi wa 9 mwaka 2023. Tuko ndani na Madam Joyce Mghoi ambaye ni Director Career Services hapa Chuka University. Good morning, madam.
Morning to you. How are you?
We are fine, thank you.
Uko mzima?
Mimi niko mzima. Nashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa kujalia siku nyingine.
Hata mimi nashukuru sana.
Ndio. Na leo najua wasikilizaji wamekutegea sana. They are waiting to hear what you have prepared for us.
Today I've prepared something for them and my topic of today is beware or be careful. Be informed or you have this information that can be able to help you. And sana sana nataka kuongea with the first years and any other person that goes to a new place or a new environment or an environment they are not aware. Any other person that visits a place they are not aware, I'm just telling them beware, be careful, beware, be informed. And this one has come, James, because I've heard of two stories, very, very sad stories. Actually, one I could not read until the end. The first story was about a student that reported in the university, and after 4 days, he was actually stabbed to death. That is one story that made me very sad. The second story is a story of a young man that had been searching for a job for 12 good years. And finally, he got a job. So he was taken to that environment, new environment where he had gone to report. He reported that same day. He left his room to go and be happy. Now, yani kujicongratulate about celebration to kadogo hapo kwa shopping center. So when he came back, he did not know exactly what his room is or which of them is his room. So he went to the next room and started opening that room. And so people found him there and they thought he's a thief. And they actually beat him to death. Mob justice. They beat him to death. But the truth of the matter is, this was just a young man, had reported to his job. 12 years he has been searching for a job. Now finally he has gotten a job. By the way, James, this story I could not read until the end. I felt so sad and so disappointed. Now, the two cases, all of them are for new people in a new environment. You have gone to a new environment. You're not very much aware of what is going on around that environment. You don't know the dangerous places. You don't know the safe places. You don't know. There are many things that you don't know. And that's why I'm here today to tell campus students, to tell first years, to tell anybody that goes to a new place, beware. Beware.
Be careful.
Be careful. Be informed.
That is Madam Joyce Mghoi, Director Career Services, Chuka University. SMS line, my dear listener, is 0740-233-476, 0740-233-476. If you have any related question, kindly please send your question via that SMS line.
Yes.
We have first years.
Yes, we have first years.
We have new people in the environment.
We have new people in the environment.
How should you
I want to tell them, beware of con men. Beware of people who will tell you, you've just arrived, you are lighting with your bags, and they tell you there is a room somewhere that I know that you can be able to get, and you don't know these people. Beware. Beware of those people. And they even tell you send the money through M-Pesa. Nitumie pesa sahi because I'm the landlord to that house. A very nice one. Iko hapa chini, hapa tu karibu, hapa karibu. Hata picha wako nazo. Beware of those people. Beware that you are in a new environment. Therefore, avoid panya routes. Avoid shortcuts. Avoid routes that you don't know where they are passing through. You're only being told hii ni shortcut ya kuenda ABCD. But you don't know that route. You have never used it during the day. So avoid panya routes. Avoid shortcuts because you don't know where they lead to and you don't know whether they are safe or they are not safe. Beware of people who act friendly, but they are in the real sense, they are not friendly. A person who looks like he's a friend of yours. A person who looks like they are helping you. A person who looks like, they are caring. They are caring for you. But in the real sense, these people are strangers. If you are told to give you the second name, you don't know their second name. They have told you they are called Brayo. They have told you they are called Timo. They have told you they have called Jemo.
Actually,
you don't even know their second name.
Nimekumbuka kuna msichana mmoja niliweza kumpata mahali ya kuwa stranded. She was pregnant, unfortunately or fortunately. Na ukimuuliza who is the responsible, anasema anaitwa Ken.
Anaitwa Ken.
Just Ken.
Ken nani? Hata uwezi kama ujua ni Kennedy ama ni Keith ama ni Kate ama ni nani, unaambiwa tu Ken. So beware of those strangers that look like they are friendly, they care about you, but then they may not really be very good people. Treat a stranger with a pinch of salt. However, most of the people are good. Generally, people are good. But we have a few people that don't have very good intentions. So beware of those strangers that come and they look like they are good people, but in the real sense, you don't know them. You don't know where they come from. You don't know their second name. You don't know what they are doing in the university or around the university or around that particular environment. Some of them could be a green snake in green grass, or is it the other way around? Or is it a wolf in sheep's skin? So beware of those kinds of people. Beware of free rides. You know, someone finds you somewhere, you are waiting maybe for transport, and they tell you, I'm going that direction. I'm going there. Why can't I just give you a lift? I'm going that direction. Let me give you a lift to that particular place where you're going. So avoid these free rides. Either free rides from boda people, nasiwachomi, watu wa boda, or free rides from vehicles, or free rides from transport. Beware of those kind of people that stop and they tell you they will take you to where you are actually going, and you don't know these people, and you are new in that particular environment. Beware of dingy joints. Beware of dingy restaurants. Beware of dingy pubs that look dingy. They look isolated. They look like, there is no light, proper lighting, and so on. You don't see anybody there. So beware of dingy place, dingy joints. Beware of walking at night alone. You are walking at night alone, or you are walking with unfamiliar people. So beware of that kind of thing. Beware of invitations for supper or for dinner. Free supper, free dinner, free lunch, comrade generosity. And this particular person, you don't know. This particular person, you don't know. By the way, James, let me tell you, most reps take place with people that you are slightly familiar with. Most reps, most people who have been repped by people that are slightly familiar with. And most of the reps are not reported. Most of the reps are not reported because this person thinks and says, but we were slightly friends, but he was my boyfriend, but he was my girlfriend, but maybe, and they don't even report these cases. So people should be very, very aware. If you have been invited for supper or for dinner, please go with a friend. Go with a friend. Acha kuniangalia hivyo.
Hapana, watalipa bill.
Usikae kama kuku ambaye inatupiwa mahindi. Kuna ile kuku inatupiwa mahindi, unatupiwa kamoja unasongea, unatupiwa kamoja unasongea. Finally unasongea na unashikwa. Beware of those suppers, invitations of supper, of dinner, of lunch, alone somewhere with people that you are not very, very familiar with. Beware of parties and bashes. Parties and bashes. A birthday party.
Party after party.
There is a party after party. Birthday party. There is a party to celebrate ABCD. There is a party to celebrate the win of Man U. There is a party to celebrate the win of Arsenal, of Manchester United, and so on. Avoid these kind of parties because you don't know who is organizing these parties, and you don't know what is going to be taken there. Some of the drinks, some of the cookies are laced with drugs. They are laced with drugs. Some of the drugs make you very helpless. You can see what is happening to you, but you cannot protect yourself. You cannot defend yourself. Some of the drugs, they actually make you susceptible to being raped. So if you ever go to such parties, please be careful what you're eating. Unless it's a soda na umesikia imefanya avoid hizi vitu.
Otherwise inaweza kuja kitu kingine.
Inaweza kuja something else. Beware of forests, beware of falls, beware of oceans, beware of rivers, especially those that you do not know. Forests near your campus, forests near an area where you are living, and you've never been to that forest. So you start telling each other, let's take a walk in the forest. A nature walk in the forest, and you don't know that particular forest. Beware of falls. Oh, kuna kwanga na falls uko chini, very nice scenery, very nice. Oh, I don't know what. Let's go and see. Now ni nyinyi wawili ama ni wewe peke yako unajitembeza huko chini. You don't know what is there. Beware of oceans. You know those students that have reported to universities that are along the coast. It is not uncommon to hear a student has died in the ocean when they are swimming, because probably you're coming from a rural area and the only water you saw is the water in the basin. Please avoid this. Avoid hii maji nyingi. Be contented with the basin water for the particular time, and unless you learn how to swim. And when you learn how to swim, don't go alone. Go with friends and go with people that are experts and they know how to swim. So don't visit unfamiliar places. Don't visit unfamiliar people. Beware of betting. Beware of betting where someone tells you if you put this money, it will come back in tons. It will come back in thousands. It will come back in this and that. Don't bet your upkeep money, because you never know, because it may not come back with the hope of getting it back. Beware of strange businesses, ventures with very lucrative returns, where someone is telling you, invest in this, you'll be able to make this much money. Those are, some of them are like pyramid schemes where they tell you invest 500, you will be able to get 2,500 and so on, maybe in a short time. So beware of those kinds of ventures or those kinds of businesses that people are attracting you to. Beware of businesses where you are told, come to such and such a place with your smartphone. Or with your laptop, or come with your laptop and your smartphone. Please beware of such like things, because you never know what is there.
You never know what is happening, my dear listener. And I'm going to take a short break. We resume later with Madam Joyce Mghoi, Career Service Director, Chuka University. Kibao kinajulikana kama Ombi Langu kimekata dakika 34 baada ya saa 2 majira, ikiwa ni Afrika Mashariki, tarehe 26 mwezi wa 9 mwaka wa 2023. Asubuhi njema tena zaidi ndani ya Chuka University Radio. Tuko na Madam Joyce Mghoi ambaye ni Director Career Service hapa Chuka University. Good morning once again, madam.
Morning to you.
Uko salama?
Kabisa. Kabisa.
There's someone who has a question.
Naona unacheka hapo.
Wewe umeuliza swali hapa. Amesema, I am a first year. I need to make new friends. Where now do I start?
Amesema ni he ama she?
Hajasema gender.
Hajasema jina. Haya, sawa, hakuna shida. Kama wewe ni first year na unataka kupata rafiki, kwanza unaanzia kwa darasa. Lile darasa una attend. Please observe people. Na usiwe na haraka. Usiwe na haraka. Hawataisha. Usiwe na haraka kupata rafiki.
You know, I'm very new, mimi nimekuwa msichana niko kijiji kwetu. I need a boyfriend.
Observe people first. First of all, observe people. Na uanzie kule kwa darasa. Now in class there could be some group activities that probably you do that will endear you to somebody somehow. Maybe like maybe picking a chair from here to there, maybe going and seeing the room is packed, and then you ask someone, nisongea hapo kidogo. Maybe a conversation here and there. Maybe the lecturer has left an assignment and you ask someone to help you with that assignment or something like that. So the first friends, actually the first place you get friends it's in your class, where you are able to get people or you're able to relate with people that somehow they become your friends after seeing how they take you, or how they answer to your questions, or how they somehow you'll be able to know who can be your friend. However, sometimes when we report to a new place, we probably get to become friends with probably the first people. Either we travel with them in the same mat, or we probably were in the line together, or we probably were doing photocopies together, and then we got to start talking, and then finally they became our acquaintances, and probably somehow they become our friends. But sometimes you may realize these people you may not be friends with, because now you realize their desire is not your desire. Their habit is not your habit. The way they want to do things is not the way you want to do things. And that's why I'm telling them to take their time before they now say, this is my friend. But they can have acquaintances. Man is not an island. They can have acquaintances. They can have people they can, talk here and there, say, leo kuna jua, kumenyesha sana, kitabu, just something that is just a conversation. And then finally they become friends. Even in their hostels, where they are staying in the hostels, there are people they can become acquainted to. And these people may end up becoming their friends. So again, even in the hostels, they can also be able to get a friend. But I'm telling them, don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry.
Na sasa tukisalia hapo.
Yes.
In this new environment,
yes.
Are there specific important people
Yes.
that you should know?
There are very many important people that you should know. Of course, the first important person that you need to know is either your caretaker or your hostel warden or your hostel keeper or the officer in the hostels. Those are very important people to know. These are the people that show you where you are supposed to live. They show you where there is water. They show you where you can do this or you can do that, So these are the first people that you get to know. Because if you get a challenge there in the hostel, these are the first people that you need to go and talk to. So you need to know your caretaker. The second people you need to know are your class reps. Who are your class reps? Because the class reps have a direct contact with the lecturers. They are in contact with the lecturers. And sometimes when classes change, it is the class rep that knows that the class has changed. So you need to know the class reps. You need to know your class reps and keep their contacts. And probably if you have a smartphone, you join the WhatsApp group of your class. There you will not get lost. Then you need to know the chair of your department. We have chairs of the department. Okay, we have lecturers and we have chair of the department. So you need to know the chair of your department. Of course, you need to know your lecturers, and your lecturers is obvious. And please don't be taught by lecturers you don't know their names. Kindly find out,
Mr. Brown guy.
We have had situations of asking students, who taught you this unit? And they're saying, there was a lady, tall, dark, or there was a gentleman, tall, dark. There was this brown person, there was this stout person. You're describing people by how they look instead of by their name. So kindly get to know the name of your lecturer. Get to know the name of your lecturer. Then get to know the dean of faculty. Who is the dean of faculty? So you need to know the dean of your faculty. It's very, very important. You also need to know the dean of students. It's very, very important for you to know the dean of students. And under the dean of students, we have counselors. We have counselors that can be, and counseling is not that uko na shida kubwa hivyo ndio unapeleka hapo kwa counseling. It could just be something that you want to check. It could be just information that you want. You could just want to be guided in one or two things. So it may not be a psychological problems that I'm being overweight by psychological problems. That is the time I go to see a counselor. So kindly know the dean of students and know the counselors within the dean of students office. And finally, get to know the in charge of security. Get to know the in charge of security. Because in case of anything, these are the people that can be able to help you. So those are the people that you need to know. Yes.
First years are very curious.
Yes.
The curiosity in them. So
yes.
You are in a new environment, new area, new people, new surrounding. You want to explore more. Which are the important places that you should know?
Now, the important places that you should know, which are very, very important for you. The first one is the hostel. Because that's where you start from. Even as you go to class, that is where you start from.
Master your hostel.
Master where it is. Like now I'm telling you, James, this story of this young man. Search for a job 12 years. Then got the job. Then went there, the shopping center, akakodisha nyumba, and there were other rooms around that place, around the same building. So he rented a room. He did not master which room. Akaenda kupiga sherehe. When he came back, he was trying to open because now he thought this is my room. And incidentally, it wasn't his. And the people were in a rush. They didn't give him time. So anyway, get to know your hostel. Get to know the room. of your where you are supposed to be. Don't just know the building. Please get to know the room. Is it first floor? Is it second floor? Is it third floor? Is it ground floor? Where is your room number? So get to know your hostel, get to know your room number, get to know where your classes are. This is very, very important. Where are your classes? Get to know where your classes are. And this is why we normally have orientation. Because during orientation, these students are even taken round. They are told, this is science block, this is business and recreation center, this is business complex, this is, media school, this is, they are shown places. They are shown places so that if your timetable says you have a class in room B in such and such a building, then you know where you are supposed to go. So get to know where your classes are, get to know where your classes are, get to know also where you can get your meals. Get to know where you can get your meals. Where can you get your meals? Is it in a mess? Is it in the mess? Is it in a hotel? Are you cooking your own? Are you cooking your own? If you're cooking your own, then get to know the market, the marketplace, where you can get basics. And the marketplace is just where you can get vegetables, where you can get fruits, where you can get probably these other products like a shop or a supermarket. Get to know those places. Those are the most important places. And when you know those places, you can be able to continue even as you get to learn. Then get to know where the clinic is or the health center. Where the clinic is or where the health center is. If you start having a headache, please don't ask your neighbor for pills. Hello? Don't ask your neighbor for pills. You will not know what pills you can be given. So if you're having a headache, please go to the clinic. So you need to know where the health center is, where the clinic is. You need to know where the church is and where the mosque is. You need to know where can you worship. Because all of us worship God. All of us worship God in one way or another. Either in the mosque, either a Hindu, either whatever, a Christian. Get to know where the church is. If you are a Catholic, get to know where Catholics worship. If you are an SDA, get to know where SDAs worship. If you are Protestant, get to know where the Protestants worship. So get to know the church. Get to know the mosque. Then get to know the security offices. Where are these security offices? That in case of anything, you can be able to get someone that can be able to help you. Get to know the marketplace. I think I've talked about that. So that those are the few places that you need to get to know so that you can get by. And as you get by, you now be able to know different places. As time goes on, you will know different places, and now you'll be comfortable because you will have your bearing, you'll have your direction, and you can visit any place that you desire.
Now, Madam Joyce Mghoi,
yes.
When you are new to, for example, in Chuka University,
yes.
there is the Dagani society,
yes.
the people around the
yes.
Dagani,
yes.
who are from this region.
Yes.
They were born here,
yes.
they have stayed for
yes.
quite a long time here. How should they behave and how should they welcome these new people?
Now, fortunately for us, and I keep on saying that, the community around is very, very good. We have very good community, very supportive community that supports the university. And actually, because of their support, that's why Chuka University has really gone to this extent. So the people around, those that are listening to me, I'm just telling them, we have new students around. We have students that don't know different places. Let them take care of them. Let them give them information that will be able to help them, relevant information that will be able to help them. And generally, let them do what they normally do. And that is be generous, and that is, be helpful, and that is take care of them. Though if you have extra bananas, you can give some of those new people. If you have extra avocados, please share with them. But otherwise, I really appreciate the community because they are quite good to our students, and we thank God for that.
So the community should embrace the new visitors.
Yes, they should embrace the new visitors.
Maybe to Chuka University and other places.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Madam Joyce Mghoi.
Thank you too. Yeah, we shall continue to discuss. If someone wants us to talk about something, they can be able to share with us. We'll be able to talk about it. If someone has missed this, they should be able to go to Touch of Grace KE, where I will post this, and they can be able to listen to it. If you have your child that has reported to another university, maybe not Chuka, pick this and share with that student. Pick this and share with someone so that people can be able to get this information. Yes.
And now, Madam Joyce Mghoi, before you go,
yes,
there is the new grading system,
yes,
the new KCSE grading system for students.
Yes.
And they are saying this.
Yes.
There's new grading system to be implemented from this year,
Yes.
and which is set to benefit over 5 million learners.
Yes.
Which will reduce the number of compulsory subjects from 5 to 2.
Yes.
That is mathematics and one of the languages, maybe Kiswahili, English, or Kenya Sign Language. And they are saying these will benefit students and will likely, more students will be likely to score better grades and qualify to join tertiary colleges. What is your take on this? How do you think?
I think there are so many changes in this education system. There are very many changes in this education system. What I can say is that once changes are made in an education system, let us embrace those changes, because there is a reason why people have sat down and said, let us do it this way and not this way. It could be having teething problems, that's for sure. It could be having teething problems, but in the final end, it will be straightened up and it will be okay. And if it is something that is going to benefit the students, for sure I embrace it. Because some of the subjects that students are demanded to take, and probably their course does not even need that subject, but they are being demanded to take or to do. Sometimes it really makes the students not to be able to take the courses that they want because of one subject or two that are not directly related to that particular course. So if they can be able to restructure those grades and those subjects, we will welcome that.
That is Madam Joyce Mghoi,
Yes.
Director, Career Services, Chuka University. Thank you very much, Madam.
Thank you.
Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
May God bless you together with our listeners.